All right, Oval fans, this is an interesting what if scenario based on the fact that Hunter has made it clear that, hey, talk with the butler, what's his name, Richard, to see if you can get a job here at the White House. So that, well, here's what we do know. In the upcoming episode, on their way back from the compound, the Rakadushis get into their van and try to run Richard off the road, leading into a seemingly bad car accident. I've already mentioned in that other video that you never know. I mean, it's possible Sharon could potentially lose her unborn child, and depending on how bad this wreck is, especially on her body. So, that aside, let's say Dale, Richard, and Sharon survived the wreck and whatnot, but we fast forward to when everything is good, and that begs the question: would Kareem be cool with her working in the White House? Because of the fact that means less time together. I mean, the fact that Sharon doesn't have a car, so I guess what Kareem would have to drive her to work every morning. Maybe she can Uber. I don't know. But let me just put it this way. We know exactly why Hunter wants Sharon to work at the White House. But I would be fearful for her life, because if she ends up like Jean, I don't know. I mean, if she's working in the White House, you could see Hunter being attracted to her regardless of what she's wearing, but I just really feel like it would be a major mistake if they do end up working, if they end up working together, because if nothing else, she's going to be nothing more than an Ellie or Denise, where it's just another person for Hunter to have sex with. Then on top of that, she's going to be on the receiving end of Victoria's stank eye, and of course that means Jason's going to be creeping on her, which I want to be completely honest here. With Kareem's jealousy, I would love for him to find out that Jason is creeping on his girl, and Jason and Kareem get into a fight. I don't know why, but I would just love that, because Kareem to me is he's not as hot-headed as Barry, but trust and believe, if Alan was as hot-headed as Barry, I have no doubt in my mind he would have taken Jason's offer to work together to kill the president after finding out about him and Ellie. I just feel like that would be a foregone conclusion. So in the same vein, I feel like if something's happening where, let's say, Sharon's being harassed at work, I don't doubt that she wouldn't talk to Kareem about it, because unlike Barry, Kareem is somebody who seems willing to listen to what Sharon has to say. As so long as he's not weaving in the Barry thing, I do think that even though there is that rule of you can't discuss matters outside of the White House, I think Kareem would be able to feel like something's off. So I honestly think that her working at the White House would be an awful scenario, because there are a lot of negatives that come along with that. So what do you think? Do you think Sharon will eventually accept the job at the White House? Because let's say for whatever reason, her and Kareem eventually have that falling out, and she gets kicked out of his place and isn't allowed to work at the pharmacy anymore. I mean, maybe Dale could be the reason, because remember, Sharon's going to talk with Kareem about letting Dale stay with them. But then, of course, we know the whole crazy cow scenario. What if he figures, this is way too much for me. You being pregnant, I can handle, but now living with Dale too. And then that craziness with Kyle ending up at the front door. Remember, he doesn't even like the fact of having Sam or, other Secret Service even walking around the pharmacy, let alone having his girl working at the White House. It just feels like there's way too much heat on his unknown operation. So I just feel like Kareem might not like that at first, mainly because, again, they won't be together all day. Then on top of that, she's working at the White House. So there's a lot of baggage that comes along with that. So I don't think Kareem's going to be supportive at first, but I feel like Sharon working at the White House, I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, as she said, I'm in medical school and everything. Oh, that's quite expensive. Oh, I managed to get by. But maybe Hunter will entice her. Well, hey, use my personal number now. And yeah, you can actually, I mean, he's the president. He'll probably figure it out. Way. How about this? I pay your tuition if you work at the White House for such and such. But remember, the reason that she's actually working at the pharmacy, money aside, is to get her credit hours and whatnot in the field. So I don't really know, but Hunter will come up with some, he's the freaking president, he'll come up with some bull crap. So let me know your thoughts on what would happen in this scenario if Sharon works at the White House. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.